Hey, when you're kind of rebuilding a program and you're facing a team like Oklahoma that puts up so many points, what are the type of things you need to do to be competitive in a game like this?
Well, I think what you have to do is what you always have to do is um, visualize those plays that are going to be good against this team. Call those plays, limit your call sheet, and give yourself the situations that you need to win with. And if you do that, I think you get the best chance to win.
All right, I'll ask another one. Hey, I'll ask you about fourth downs. You guys have had some success going for it on fourth downs this year. The other day against Iowa State, I think it was a 4th and 6 at the 40. And the way it turned out, Grimm ends up wide open and Jalen hits him. Was that kind of like the way the play was designed, or did it just develop and turn out that way?
No, that was the play that play was designed that way. And I think the relationship between Luke and Jalen is I think that's going to be healthy for the team for quite some time. Both of them are freshmen.
And I mean, with you guys, I think you've had like, I think you're 7 for 14 on fourth downs. Are you going for it more often because you're trailing, or is that just kind of the approach you like to take in certain situations?
Yeah, we're looking at different situations with the opportunity to go based on what is our strength and do we have a call, and are we ready for that, because if we've used two, we want to, maybe there's a third that we'd like to use, but if not, then we kick it on fourth down.
Hey, Les, you're playing a lot of young guys. And I know through the summer, I think that it got shut down for COVID for a little bit. I'm talking about from the angle of strength and conditioning. How important is it for those guys to get a full year in and get stronger?
The what happens is there's 6-week programs and there's 8-week programs, and our guys didn't get to saddle up. It was we turned it off for quite a period of time, and we got a great weight strength department and a great weight strength room, but we haven't had the opportunity to be in there on a consistent basis, and it is important. Those young freshmen that we're talking about, some want to lean up, some want to muscle up, and it takes a weight room in a year-round position to function and deal these guys the importance of the workout and being a steady show up at the weight room and get it done. And and a lot of other schools too, but we've not had that opportunity.
Les, how big a test is this? Oklahoma scored a ton of points the other night. Is this a monster test?
Well, they're as talented as any team that we've seen, and I think our team looks forward to those kinds of challenges, and I think we'll step in and play hard. I mean, I know we will.
Les, with all the young guys that you guys are playing and starting defensively, have you noticed any of the upperclassmen starting to maybe step into leadership roles? And if so, who would those guys be?
Yeah, I think a number of our guys. I think Kyron Johnson is a guy that's, even though his production is normally high at this point, but he's had some good games that were not, the ball didn't go his way, and but he's stepped up and done a great job in leadership both on and off the field. Kenny Logan, although he's youthful, has done a great job in on and off the field leadership. And even our true freshman quarterback steps onto the field, brings that smile with him, and everybody says, "Okay, let's go to work. It's time to get this done."
Coach, I kind of wanted to stay on that in terms of like Jalen. What have you seen early out of his leadership? Obviously, still pretty early in his career. I guess what are some of the things that you've seen that you've liked out of his leadership?
Well, he's stepped in and played in a nicked fashion and really played with courage. And but his leadership on a daily basis, wherever we practice, whatever we're doing, is exactly what you'd want. You know, taking hard work on with a smile on his face and enjoying it, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned a minute ago that this weekend, your guys will go down there and play hard. And that kind of brought me to a question of expectations. I wonder, where do you set the level of expectations for this team right now and for yourself? And maybe where do you think fans should set it? I mean, is playing hard a good enough expectation? Is being in the game late the expectation? Is winning the game late the expectation? I mean, do you have a feel for that?
I wish I could have decided about our expectations on victory early in my career, because I would have decided that we would have won them all. Okay, but the issue is expectations are the little things that you need to get accomplished so that when you step onto the field, you're comfortable playing. Because it's always the little things that, whether it's snap count or whatever it is, it's always those things that impede your progress. And, I can tell you, hey, men, we're supposed to win this game, or we're going to win this game, or it's going to be, the truth of the matter is the guy that sits in the chairs that I'm addressing that are empty, it's those guys that'll make a difference. And I can tell you this: games that I've won and lost in the past, I can tell you I did not know many times which side of the scoreboard I'd be on, the W's or the L's.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, do you have any stories about some of your old trips down to Norman, and any funny stories or funny memories from making the trip down there from Oak State?
I can tell you that I always respected the opponent there. I think that they're a quality football team and quality guys. And Coach Lincoln Riley does a great job. I enjoyed Bob Stoops when I would go down there, and he would. There was good banter between us, and I rooted for him every time that they played somebody else, not us. So. But yeah, that's a great place. It's a historic field. It's a shame that there won't be as many people as they could fit in it, because it sounds very much like the inside of a jet engine. I mean, it's loud when that crowd's allowed to be there. So there was a conversation that an ongoing run with Coach and myself, and it was an enjoyable venture. So you guys will have to look that up. I'm not telling that story.
Anything else for Coach?
Hey, one real quick one from me. You mentioned there's no practice tomorrow because of Election Day, right? How did you all kind of alter your schedule this week to make that work?
We practice late Sunday, and we put ourselves in a position to go hard today, and then Tuesday, where they go off to get their boat in. The same thing happens with the make sure that our staff has that opportunity. I think most of the staff is already voted, and we're going to use it then to get ahead a little bit. But we're not inviting our players, certainly, because that's not the spirit of the rule. And so the players will have to sit and enjoy themselves after they get their voting done. But yeah, I think that's the right way. I mean, now we're Tuesday, we're ahead, and it's. I think the opportunity is still a very good one to be prepared very well.
On that note, do you know what % of players or how many of them are registered to vote?
I do not. I do not. I'd like to say I did. I can tell you that I encouraged them to get out and vote. And if they wanted to make a difference in this world, that was the very significant difference. Just vote.